A few years ago, George Osborne said there was no country in the Western world more open to Chinese investment than the UK, and so it has come to pass. You can go a whole day only consuming Chinese products and never really know it. It all starts first thing in the morning when you have your 3, or in my case 2, Weetabix. Now, this might seem like the quintessentially British cereal. It's even got a royal warrant, but it turns out this company was majority bought by a Chinese conglomerate.
Then again, Britain, for its part, actually exports tea to China, including brands like Twinings.
Hello, Heathrow, please.
And China's UK spending spree doesn't stop at cereals. It also includes some of the most important parts of our transport network.
When it comes to airports, you can hardly have a more iconic place than Heathrow, the home of British aviation, the 3rd busiest airport in the world. But actually 10% of this is owned by the Chinese, and the majority owned by international investors. Now, perhaps you're wondering why I'm spending the day travelling around in a London black taxi, the last bastion of British motoring, surely. Well, actually, like everything else in this piece, this too is owned by the Chinese, bought by a company called Geely a few years ago. Now, many of these are actually made in Shanghai.
Here in London too, increasing swathes of the city are being bought up by Chinese investors, from residential blocks and new build apartments to offices in the city and further afield.
The key thing to remember here is you've got 3 different types of investors. You've got the sovereign wealth funds looking to buy up big British companies. You've got Chinese businesses themselves looking to invest in the country, build new factories, things like that. And finally, you've got households, people like you or me from China, looking to get their foot on the London housing market, or indeed any other housing markets in the UK.
And then there's HS2, the high-speed rail link from Euston to George Osborne's northern powerhouse. The Chinese are vying to build a major chunk of it, and the Chinese interest in UK infrastructure doesn't stop there.
We're in East London. I'm standing in front of Abbey Mills pumping station. Now, this is owned by Thames Water, who are, you've guessed it, 9% owned by the Chinese.
Outside London, in the blustery countryside, there's another British utility sector where Chinese involvement is triggering serious alarm bells: nuclear. With Chinese companies owning an increasing chunk of Britain, questions like that are only going to get more urgent.